Okay, guys, I wanted to show you this again. This is the right rear door, and of course, y'all have seen the Cobratek, the balls that come on these. Very difficult to reach around. If you have seats, high back seats, this is kind of behind the shoulder, a little tough to reach it. And Gerald came up with these for John at Cobratek as an easy way to move that opening further forward, so more in tune with where it ought to be. And you got your handle here to pull the door closed, and you can see this is in nice proximity to that. First thing I do is I go ahead and put it on where it should be. And when you're doing this, make sure the doors are the same on each side. What I've done is I've marked it here. This is the same distance from here to here as it is on the other side. And then I come down 1 1/4 inches. There. And up just a hair. Okay, right there is about where I need this to be. Double check it. Yep, that's it. And what I do then is I go ahead and mark it. I'm using the 2 outbound holes. There are 3 that you can use. Actually, there's more than that, but I found I only really need to use 2. Your situation may be different. And I mark where this is on the door, and you can see I used bed liner on the inside of the door to make it look nice. It's better than the raw aluminum. Okay. Now that I've got marked where that goes, where the holes are, I go ahead and pull it off. Okay, there we go. All right, now the next step on this, I need to mark where these rivets are, because if I don't, this is not going to sit flat when I screw it down. It's going to rock on those rivets. So I want to make sure, and to transfer that, the other thing I'm doing is I have this 2 1/2 inch rubber that I'm using behind this. Now, I put the rubber piece on, and what that does is it transfers where those rivets are. And now I'm going to cut out those holes so this goes over the rivets. Okay, again, you can see where I marked those rivets. It transferred their location to the back of this rubber. I cut out those locations on the piece of rubber, and it goes over top of here. And again, what this is going to do is stop this thing from rocking back and forth on those rivets. Okay? And then you'll mark the 2 holes that are going to go straight through the door to bolt this to the door. And I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and drill those out now and show you the result. Okay, now that I drilled those holes straight through the door, also what I did ahead of time was I painted my bolts. My screws are going to hold these on to the same color as the truck. So they really disappear into the door, especially with Raptor coat. You don't really even see these. So you need to put this back on. Now, again, this is just something I'm doing because of the rivets. If you wanted to, you could bolt right through the door and not go through any of this that I'm doing. But I think it's a much better idea if you make it so that they don't rock back and forth. So I'm putting the screws through right through the rubber piece. And again, there's 3 locations you can use, but I opted just to do 2. I'm not really sure it needed 3. Now, I may find out down the road that that was a mistake, and if that's the case, I can always put that 3rd hole in. You can put it in, but you can't take it out. So, and again, here we'll use my little ball to kind of set that where it needs to be. And got my washers and my nuts, and I'll put these on. Okay, you can see I got it all bolted on, and now what I need to do is attach the paddle to the mechanism that actually, the latch that opens the door. I did get some plastic washers to stick in here and kind of fill the gap a little bit. And you don't screw that all the way tight or it won't work. And you use some blue thread lock. Use the blue thread lock on that. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm still playing around with these a little bit, but when I'm all said and done, that will be how I finish it up. Tighten this to a point where it's has a little bit of there. Okay, then and there you go. Also, there's a collar here that you're going to want to put in the correct place. This collar stops the whole rod from going too far that way. So tighten it down. This can be changed to any angle you want, and then tighten that down. Everything uses the Allen wrench. So there we go. And then you'll finish it up by putting your handle on. And you can see the proximity here is really nice. It doesn't interfere with this whatsoever. Pushing it forward doesn't come close to this. And you still have this to reach out and close your door. Okay, guys, that is about it. Okay, guys, I thought I'd bring you out here to the truck so you can see the finished product installed. And, you know, I've got my bolts are painted the same color as the blue ox. And so here it is, installed on the door. And see how nice that works. And why not sit in the truck and shut the door. Look at that. So that's so much better than reaching over your shoulder. And you can see in my case, my armrest hides or hid that little ball. But now my passengers can just reach down here, push forward, and the door opens. Step out. The next thing is my power running boards, which I have, and I just got to get them on. Hope that helps if you decide to go with this route on these for your doors. And there's the front. I love it.